Good morning from Islamabad. Today is the 5th of May 2026. I'm Dr. Zafar Qureshi and I'm here in the office of Mr. Ammar Jaffri, former Additional Director General of the Federal Investigation Agency and an expert in cybersecurity. Mr. Jaffri is a very distinguished expert in Pakistan and he's also founder of the Digital Pakistan Vision 2047. So we will be discussing the role of AI in nuclear weapons. My other guest today is Mr. Ziaur Rehman, also a distinguished computer engineer and an international consultant on the transformation to artificial intelligence. Mr. Ziaur Rehman is the author of 5 books on AI. And just to give a little background, in the previous podcast, we were looking at nuclear weapons. And as you know, there are over 12,000 nuclear weapons in the world, which is a big number, but small compared to what they were at the height of the Cold War in 1986, when we had over 70,000 nuclear weapons. Now, as you know, last year, India and Pakistan had an air combat from the 6th of May to the 9th of May, and there were real chances of the two countries going to nuclear war with a huge catastrophic humanitarian event coming and a lot of damage and loss of lives in the subcontinent. So the world almost witnessed another nuclear war. The first, of course, was not a nuclear war. It was a one-sided dropping of 2 nuclear weapons over Japan in 1945 over Hiroshima and Nagasaki. At the moment, there are concerns on nuclear weapons. There are 3 concerns. Number 1, proliferation. Number 2, on the reduction of gap, the possible between a conventional war and a nuclear war. And the third is that, is our threshold very low now? Is it very high? And what are the risks of actually nuclear war taking place? Now, the interest in today's interviews that I'm going to conduct is that what is the role of artificial intelligence? Now, as you know, first we had C3I, then C4I, and now we've got a term called NC3, Nuclear Command Control and Communications, which could also become NC4. So my first question to Mr. Ziaur Rehman is that how do you see the role of artificial intelligence in increasing the risk of countries going to nuclear war? Will the human interaction decrease? And what are the chances of a machine taking over the scenario where a battle is taking place?
Thank you, Zafar. AI can be used in different stages before, during, and after a nuclear war. Let's consider the stage of before a nuclear war. The 2 basic aspects where AI can be used is how to prepare for a nuclear war and how to prepare for preventing a nuclear war and how to prepare to defend against a nuclear war. Now, AI consists of 2 things. Number 1 is data, and the number 2 is algorithms. So we should have as much of data and as much of algorithms as possible. Now, data and algorithms both can be biased. So to prepare for nuclear war using AI, we have to ensure that the data is comprehensive and clean. It's not biased. Similarly, the algorithms have to be tested and they have to be clean and not biased. So these are the 3 areas where AI can be used before a nuclear war, and how we can prepare for it and how we can ensure that it's not misused.
Okay, so now Mr. Ammar Jaffri, as I said, that there's data and algorithms. So before the nuclear war, so do you think that there could be a false alarm that when data will tell you that the object coming is a plane or a missile, whether it is a ballistic missile, conventional, or whether it is a nuclear-loaded ballistic missile, then if the data goes wrong, then what do you think are the chances of a false alarm by which military commanders could trigger a nuclear response?
Thank you, Zafar, for giving the honor to speak on this very vital topic today and being in my office. It's a great honor for me.
Thank you. It's an honor for me.
This word 3 always inspires me because I'm the founder of NR3C, National Response Center for Cyber Crimes. So there were 3 C's there. So This three C's in, let's say, nuclear warfare, that is command, control, and communication. Let's talk about it. What is data? Data, people used to say a few years back, the data is like future life. Oil. So let's take the example from oil. When we have the oil, it's called crude oil. It is either in the sea or on the mountains, it's called crude oil. So how do we change crude oil into the usable oil? We take it to refinery. So to my understanding, AI is the refinery of the data. Right? So once we have the data, at times, as my friend has said, it's a biased data, right? So how does we improve the data quality? We have AI, agentic AI, all these prompt, everything. So once we give prompt to AI for give us the response, it improves it also based on the queries we have.
Right.
But again, as he has pointed out, that the volume of data makes a difference. You know, the bigger the data, what we call big data, the quality will improve. So to my understanding, response to your question, that response, yes, for human errors are different and these machine errors are different. We can understand the human errors.
Right.
But once we have the machine errors, it is beyond our comprehension. So we should try to have all these things, command and communication systems and control system. So these are three different entities: control, command, and communication. We should have extensive data. So a lot of organizations are working in Pakistan. So a lot of organizations are working in other countries. So we should take it like a space. Once we talk about a space, we space for all, because space is going to damage everybody. So right now we are talking about this Earth. Maybe we have in this field we have data from this space also. So it's a very interesting topic, and I would recommend you to start talking on this. Artificial intelligence can play and is playing a very vital role in all those dangers to human beings. So let's take it as a, like once we had a in 45 war in Japan, you can see it was not only Japan, even the surrounding countries were affected. So we should think about like a human challenge. It's the danger is of the highest intensity, but the bad part is we are not discussing it. We have to discuss it, and we have to, maybe at times come when we have a separate data of research and development. Right now, this is my recommendation to the universities also. They should invest as much possible as in the research and development. Since we are not making research and development, so we are at time confused. So because this is my understanding that every PhD should be given a product on PhD. It should not be like PhD X, PhD. No. It should be we can
Specific.
We can request like your old university, like Yale University, all other universities, to have a product, and this product must be N3C.
So, sir, what you're saying is that data can be big data and AI, but do you think that data can itself decide whether a commander should initiate a nuclear action, or whether the human being is most important between data and action?
Human beings will always remain the most important.
Yes.
Why? Because right now it's a danger that machine may take over.
Yeah.
You know about the old story. Elon Musk said that I'm not going to invest because I do not want to be blamed that this is a person who give power to the machines.
Yes.
But we should be ahead of tide. So right now there's a need for understanding AI. If we will not understand AI, trust you me, the danger you are saying, machine will decide that this company should.
Yeah, so that is one danger where a human being should always be part of the thing. Okay, now Azhar, if I can ask you to follow up on this issue that we're discussing, that a human being should always be part of the loop. Now, as you've seen in the recent war, that missiles were exchanged between Iran and Israel, Israel to Iran. And as you must have seen, that there are very advanced ballistic missiles now, over 1,000-kilometer range, carrying payloads of typically 1,000 up to 1,200 kilograms. Now you must have seen that there is control in the missiles where they have dodged the Israeli system to attack, where the arrow missile could not neutralize the incoming missile because the AI part of it was so strong that it dodged and it curved its trajectory even after the warhead was separated. So my question to you on this is that you spoke of pre-war. Now, during a war, as you know, there is very little time, very little time. A military commander may have 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds to make a decision. Now, in those 15, 20 seconds, what is the danger that AI can result in, and how would that increase the risk of a nuclear war which could have been prevented?
It depends on the command part. If you've got 20 seconds, and if you can manage the command system of the missile to cancel the decision of AI, only then it's possible. That may not be possible in every missile. Once you've shot it, it's gone, and it will decide on its own. So if you design the algorithms in a way that you can override the decisions taken by AI, so that's the command part. Next is the communications part. Is the communication to the to the missile while it's traveling, is it there? Is it secure enough? And can we use that communication element to instruct the command part of the NC3 to cancel the command of the AI? Then it's possible. So it depends on how intelligent, how comprehensive the NC3, the three systems, CCC systems are there.
Okay, so that's a very valuable thing, that NC3 part has to be. So, sir, what do you think, now that we wind up this discussion today, how would you summarize the effectiveness of NC3, and what do you recommend, what kind of improvements do you recommend should take place to mitigate the risk and to ensure that a conventional war does not very quickly turn into a nuclear war?
With reference to Pakistan, I would like to recommend that relevant organizations should establish something like, when I talk about the law enforcement, I say SP3C, Secure Pakistan Crime Combat Center. On the same analogy, because the traditional crime cannot be controlled by one organization, Secure Pakistan Crime Combat Center. So on the same analogy, I would strongly recommend that all organizations working on nuclear technologies should work together, and they should have a command and control center which should talk to AI, experts should talk to AI, and inform the commanders who should take decision to accept the decision of AI or not to accept the decision of AI.
And what would you say that what needs to be done?
The override should always be there. And the override is possible only if the 3C systems are very intelligent and they allow you to communicate and override the AI decision. That's very important.
Okay, so we've had a very brief discussion, but a very valuable discussion, and I hope that you've got some insight into the issue. Of course, it's a very complicated, the whole issue, the way the NC3 system will work. And because there's both command, control, communication, and intelligence. So it's very critical because as we all know that the status of nuclear weapons is changing from strategic to tactical. There's going to be higher levels of technology. There's going to be miniaturization, and that would make it all the more challenging and competitive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.